What's up, y'all? So it's prom season 2024, and I'm ready to get to work. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I think I'm more excited to get these dresses together than my clients are to wear these dresses, honey. I'm super excited, and I think y'all are gonna hear me say that I don't know how many times in this video. So I'm starting with 6 yards of two-way stretch sequin fabric. It only stretches one way, well, two ways actually. We don't, four-way stretch would have been, pretty good, but this is fine. This will work. So right now you see I'm just folding the fabric in half so that I can go ahead and cut the pattern. Y'all just make sure that when it comes to fabric like this, sequin against sequin, it's kind of, tedious trying to get that fabric straight. So it did take me a little minute to get that together, but you just want to make sure that you're not wasting any fabric. So that's what I'm doing right now. Let my heart. Oh, 43. So here I have the pattern piece made specifically for my client. When you get a custom made gown, it's going to be made just for your body. She's medium in the chest area, small in the waist area, and medium in the hip. Then here I have my tape measure laid out for the train. That's exactly how I want to cut the train. Now what I'm doing is moving the pattern piece out of the way because I know exactly where I want to cut now. The flare part of the pattern piece was a bit too wide for how I wanted to cut this, how I want to cut the fabric. So I needed to move that out of the way. So now we have our pieces that flare at the knee. This piece is for the sides, and this piece is for the front, right under the knee, or right above the knee. So now I'm just smoothing the remaining yards out, and then I'm going to lay the pattern piece that I just cut for the front flare. I'm going to lay that right on top of the fabric so that I can use that as my new pattern piece for the flare for the back of the dress. Now with the piece for the back of the dress, I'm going to keep it attached. She's not going to have an actual, her back will not exactly be sequin all the way up. We decided to use sequin only halfway up her back. So you're going to see how I cut this piece. It's not going to just be under the knee. It's going to be all the way up her back and stop halfway up her back. You will see. I didn't cut all the way across, as you can probably see. I don't know if you can see that. This is the outside flare for the sides of the knee. That's what I'm cutting here. Now I'm removing the front flare piece that I cut earlier, and the only thing that you see cut now is the godets. That's all I need. That's all I've cut so far. Now I've brought back out my client's pattern for her measurements, and I'm going to keep in mind right here where you see the triangle set area, that is right at the client's knee. I have brought her pattern piece back out because now we need to cut further up. We're going to cut out the hip and waist, like right at her waist, right above her waist, halfway up her back. We're going to cut that piece. We're going to keep it attached though to the flare. I like for my dresses to not have a seam if they don't have to. That's the way I love to make my dresses. Of her dress. Let's see. I think okay, so the back is gonna stay attached from floor to knee all the way up to her hip. I think I'm gonna go maybe a little further up. I may cut it off, but we will see. We did decide on how we're gonna do the back of her dress. She's happy with what I came up with, so I don't need to go too far because this is her waist. So I'm just gonna go maybe a little. Let's just put some extra and see how she likes it, and we can always cut down if she thinks that's too much. For the front top of her dress, I did come back and cut the full, it's like a tank dress. I did cut out like a tank dress pattern for the front of her dress. I don't need the actual tank part of it, but I just went ahead and used it just, you know, for visual purposes. You will see that at the end of the video. I did not cut the front. I did not cut the front of the front top of the dress on camera. Y'all have seen everything that I have so far done. Get her boobies out the camera. Let's hold it here. I think this is gonna do it. Alright, you guys. And then the knee to flare. Y'all, dang. Now I'm looking at it like, dang, do we have too much flare? But I think she's gonna love it. Oh, y'all, it's a lot of flare. She said she wants dramatic, and I did order enough fabric for her. Okay, so this is the front knee area. I'm gonna go ahead and attach the first piece to the front. Man, y'all, these clips are the bomb. Back on. My mannequin is a bit thicker than my client. I think she, okay, yeah. My mannequin might be a little uncomfortable for a few minutes because oh my God, y'all, I'm just excited. It's already coming together and I haven't started sewing yet. And this is something that I do. This is something that I do. I put like everything together to see how it look first before I start sewing. That's what I do. Excuse me. Okay, so these are my 2 additional pieces that I cut out. They are just like weird triangles. Like, see, it starts from triangle here. This is extra fabric, ignore it. That'll be cut off. Because you see it's a triangle. See that? So I have 2 pieces, and they will be sewn together to look like one piece. That's just to make her triangle extra wide. So far, this is the longest triangle. The biggest triangle that I have ever made. And honestly, I'm glad someone asked for it. Ooh. I'm probably more excited than she is. This is just to see how things are going. This is just a rough draft, y'all. I always have a rough draft. Let my client take a look at the rough draft. See where we are. See how things are going. I hope y'all can hear me. If not, I have to do a voiceover. I'm hoping I don't have to do a voiceover. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. 2 more triangle pieces. This very moment is where I knew that I will need to cut 2 more very small triangle pieces to go on each side, because she does want her train to be this big. Here's what we have so far. That's the tank dress piece that I told you all I cut earlier off camera. I'm far from done. It's not complete yet, so definitely stay tuned for part 2.